My name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf, and today I am going to do the Clean Slate book tag. I was tagged by, I always mess up her name so I have to make sure I'm reading it to you, Steph's Rom Book Talk. Sounds easy, I always mess it up. I have not even watched her video yet. Oops. I've been a little on the busy side, and so I haven't even looked at the questions, haven't watched her video, so I don't even know her answers. So it's going to be kind of like a clean slate. Ha ha, ha ha. So we are going to go into this. I have not prepared any answers, obviously, and we're going to kind of see how it goes. Hopefully it is a flip up versus a flop down. We shall see how this goes. Okay, my phone went out. Alrighty. Are there any genres that you're going to read more of or less of in 2018? I would like to read less romance and more of a lot of other things. I just refilmed my review of Skin by Christian Baines, which is a general fiction with queer lead characters. I'd like to read some more of things like that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with romance. I'd like to read something that's not just romance, and that seems to be like the majority of what I do read. So I'd like to kind of branch out a little bit and get something a little different, a little fun, some mind trickery, just whatever, just something that's not romance. And that's not YA, because a lot of YA isn't romance, but I don't want to just stick to the YA genre to find that. Are there any books you have recently read that changed or challenged some of your own philosophies and beliefs? Well, I mean, Skin by Christian Baines. Let's just talk about that for like every answer to these questions, because that might be it. That book was a challenge. It was a mind trick to the extreme. Raw. Showed humanity at its rawest, darkest, dirtiest. But Christian wrote it very well. I haven't actually read a lot lately. I've been not reading, hanging out with the family, kind of doing other stuff. Who would you recommend for a newbie to watch? Aw, she has me on the list. Thank you, Stephanie. I just started like branching out to other YouTube channels, so I'm not very knowledgeable of what's out there. So I would definitely say you should watch Steph's Rom Book Talk. I think she's absolutely hilarious and she's real. I love her reviews, I love her tags. She has rants every now and then, but they're real. And so I love her. And I think it's McKinley's Bookshelf that I would follow on a semi-regular basis too. And she does a lot of queer books as well. And I love that. And hers are a lot of general fiction. So I need to look to see what she's reading and kind of maybe follow on hers a little bit and kind of maybe help her authors out too. So it's not just all romance. See, there we go. Now I'm getting it. Helping myself out with the number one question. Do you have a reading book bucket list? No, because literature changes. And I don't want to say I want to read these books before I die when there's new books being written every day. And my taste changes. It's kind of like when I was younger, I absolutely loathed the idea of eating meatloaf. And now it's one of my favorite meals. So maybe today I might want to read book A. And tomorrow I'll be like, oh, that genre is gross. So I don't want to make I don't even want to make a life bucket list. Because something that I might think is fascinating and fun today, like if I don't do it today, I might not want to do it tomorrow just because it might sound boring. And people will be like, but you thought it was fun. And I'll be like, yeah, like 15 years ago. Today, I just don't want to do it. What is it about BookTube that has surprised you the most? Because I'm the kind of person that I am, I'm a very big pessimist to myself. Like I can be an optimist to everybody around me, but myself. I'm surprised at the amount of followers that I have. I'm honestly surprised I'm still doing it, which sounds horrible now that I've said that out loud. So thank you all for your support. I'm also surprised at the amount of, it seems, bickering that goes on between booktubers. Like I didn't think that was a thing. And then I see all these people that come out with like booktube rants and it's like, well, so-and-so said this and so-and-so said this and here's my feeling on it. And I'm just like, man, we read books and talk about them. How can there be so much crap that goes on behind the scenes when we read books and talk about them? Read books and talk about them. Just do that. I probably just made like 500 people mad, but don't care. I'm just gonna read books. I'm gonna talk about them. I'm gonna be me. You can like it or not. That's really it at the end of the day. But I was really shocked at seeing like things kind of blow up for a bit, and everybody's pointing fingers and like blah blah blah, blah, and I was just like, I'm gonna step back from watching people's videos for a while and just kind of do my own thing. Hate it, love it, like it, leave it, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I think that was like one of the biggest shockers, is the amount of bickering that went on. What are some of your goals? Doesn't have to be just related to BookTube. I'd like to be less lazy this year. It started off semi-good. With the weather being as cold as it is, I can't walk around the building like I do in the spring, so I've been trying to do some power walking down the halls. You know, get my mall walker out and just it's more complicated when I get home, because generally when I get home I have a review I want to get out. I either make dinner and then eat dinner and then go edit the next day's review, or I get my review out while somebody else makes dinner and eat dinner and then go edit a review. So it's like I'm constantly sitting on my butt. So I need to make a conscious effort to get up and be less lazy. One of my dogs is snoring like hardcore. BookTube goals, I'd like to crest over the 200 subscription mark and the 10,000 view mark in the year of 2018. That's my goal. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it can happen, but like, once again, pessimistic to myself. We'll see. I'm not saying I'm not worth it. I'm totes awesome. If you could meet, dead or alive, any writer, artist, or musician, who would they be? I think it would be interesting for like maybe 5 minutes to meet Edgar Allan Poe. I'd probably take my sister. I don't think I'd want to meet him by myself. And maybe like C.S. Poe. I'd probably take her too. We'd probably enjoy it for like maybe 20 minutes max. After that, it would probably be not as fun as I thought it would be. I mean, of course, everybody wants to meet Van Gogh and be like, was it worth it cutting off your ear? Did you have the time of your life? Everything turn out great? You know, sarcasm. Would you rather have your life written by your favorite author or be portrayed in a movie by your favorite actor, actress? Oh, written by my favorite author. I think if Tal Bauer wrote my story, it would be amazing. Would you consider Audrey Hepburn an artist? Like, is an actress an artist? Because I would really like to sit down and have a conversation with her. I'm kind of going back. Sorry. What are some of the challenges you have had to overcome or would still like to improve upon in regards to your channel? Ooh, just growing a fan base, I think, is the big thing there. Trying to promote yourself. I have, I think as of right now, 184, 85 subscribers. I generally, my thing is queer, straight, I don't discriminate, and I read and review across the spectrum. But most of my reviews are about queer literature, because I don't think that there's a big voice out there to promote queer literature, and I want to be that voice. And so, but it's hard to get people to follow you in regards to that. So I think that's my biggest thing, is getting followers, getting subscribers. Does that make any sense? So I'm trying to get more MF reviews to kind of get some people to, you know, like, come over to the dark side, but we shall see. I think if I can get some of the, follow McKinley a little bit more and see what kind of queer books she's reading, because I think some of them are more on the mainstream market. I do a lot of self-pub and small pub books versus mainstream pub, because they have, you know, a marketing team and all that other pizzazz jazz. So that's probably another challenging aspect of it too, is that I don't have, you know, like Random House and Penguin Publishing and all that stuff behind me to help me get books and things of that nature. I have small pubs where I can get some EPUB books and other things, but there's not a huge marketing campaign behind the books. So it's me trying to market myself, trying to market the authors, trying to push. And I do what I do to promote the authors. I don't do what I do really to promote myself, to make myself super duper successful so everybody looks at me and says, that's Christina from Christina's Bookshelf. I want people to look at me and be like, oh, that's the chick that does the queer book reviews or does the whatever book reviews. If you don't remember my name, that's fine. As long as you know that I'm out there promoting the authors and their books, that is what I want you to do. That is, at the end of the day, what I want people to know. And the biggest challenge is the promoting of the channel. What advice would you give to someone that is thinking about deleting their BookTube channel? I guess my question would be, why? Why are you thinking about deleting it? And then we would have to go from there. Because are you spread too thin? Do you not have enough time? There's so many aspects to that. Are you just down and out? Are you depressed about things? I would really need to know more than I'm thinking about deleting my YouTube channel and then me being like, why? Give me a little backstory as to what's going on. And then we can talk from there. Because it might be a good idea to temporarily suspend it. Or you might need to delete it until further notice. Or we might be able to work around a schedule. Or maybe you could team up with somebody. There's a lot of different answers here for a lot of different scenarios. Just kind of depends. And then it says, who do you tag? Well, I can't tag Stephanie because she tagged me. And I don't really follow that many people. So I guess I'll tag McKinley. And there you go. So that was the Clean Slate book tag. I was tagged by, oh, I shut my phone down. Steph's Rom Book Talk. I don't know why I always get that messed up. I always want to say something else. And that's like my biggest thing in life is names. One of my biggest downfalls. Always and forever. So if you've liked this book tag, I'm going to ask that you help me with that YouTube algorithm and give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I try to get something new out for you guys every Sunday through Thursday, but I honestly never know what time. And that is the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave stalker links aplenty. Go, click, investigate, enjoy. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read or some light editing proofreading you would like done, you can request via website. This was the Clean Slate book tag. Bye.